I wanted to make a quick video here while I'm watering the garden because I was just thinking how sweet and relaxing this time is. And I have this saying that the garden always invites, it never demands. And I have people say like, my garden demands, and my response is, then you're doing it wrong. Because the garden is supposed to be such a restful time of just the next thing. Like, there's nothing, the way I see it, that has to be done today in the garden. You always have, not always, you usually have like a few days, to pick the zucchini. You have a few days to water the tomatoes. You have a few days to pick the strawberries or whatever it is. And I think that that's the precious part about the garden, is there's always something you can do, but there's nothing you have to do. And I think that's what makes it such an enjoyable and inviting thing. And then, when I get out here and I realize, like, this is the most relaxing part of my day. It's the posture you hold. Like, I'm learning that with so many things right now, is you can do the same exact thing with a different posture, and it changes the whole way, the whole meaning, the whole experience. Also, I want to show you guys the first little pea flowers, which the birds have been eating, like nibbling on these, and so I kind of wasn't expecting them to do much, but oh my gosh. Okay, also, here I was thinking that these were just green onions, but these look way bigger than green onion bulbs to me. I'm going to show you this. Those definitely look bigger than green onion bulbs to me. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but we'll see. Time will tell. I know I planted a bunch of bigger onions down the lettuce patch, but I didn't think that I planted, I wouldn't have planted them that close together. Well, maybe if I put seeds in there. I don't know. This is always a surprise. I think, oh, it'll be fun to not know what I'm, like, it'll be fun to see it come up. And then sometimes I wish I would have actually tracked what I put where, because it would be nice to know. But it also, I think the way I learn, I get more familiar with things quicker when I have to guess, like I have to observe, because if I had a little tag in there, I might not remember anything about it next year, and then I'd be in the same exact position wondering, what did I plant there? Where, I have one mystery year, but then I learn a lot, and the next year I know what I'm looking at. This mint, I mean, there's a handful of different kinds of mints here, but I love all these different kinds, but they're growing very well. I'm going to show you these two. Another thing, changing the subject again, I was at this birthday party a couple weeks ago, and someone made a comment about weeds, and I was like, what is grass? And they had their arguments, and then I'm like, what about dandelions? What about, like, is mint a weed or is it an herb? Like, what defines a weed? Because so many things that we call weeds are medicinal and like beneficial, but yeah, they spread naturally, and so people call them a weed. but that's what plants are supposed to do. And grass also does the same thing, so I'm not sure why we don't call that a weed. But that's just my opinion. So, oh man. Well, oh, this looks like something. It looks like something I probably planted on purpose. We're getting some of our first tomatoes too. I've noticed a couple. There was, oh yeah, you can see one. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but back there. When we had got these tomato plants, we had got them from a nonprofit who had done their plant sale, and they were just getting rid of their remaining plants. And so we got this huge donation, and some of them did already have like little fruits on them when we planted them. So see, these are green onions, and you can tell like that that base is just much smaller. So we shall see. All right, well, I just had to get this front garden watered tonight. Oh, and Kennedy and I just planted our, what we're calling the cottage garden. I'm going to show you that real quick because it's super exciting. We stayed up way too late last night. I let her miss her bedtime so we could work on it together, and it was lovely. Also, side note is that I worked on my basement today, and it's so interesting because I feel like my basement is the most true. Hold on. Watering these as I walk by them here. Kennedy and I also planted some seedlings the other day. And these are like a bunch of beets, carrots, chamomile, I think some mustard and catnip. We're just starting a few things. I'll show you some stuff I'm doing in the basement too. Okay, so this is our cottage garden. Okay, let me tell you about it. So these hanging, a lot of this is actually just like flowers. So I don't do a lot of baskets and stuff, but we do have a couple cute baskets. This is actually our rice pond I'm really excited about. It's these seeds don't actually need a rice paddy, but they do need like 2 to 3 inches of water, and this way it just drains really, really slow. And it's an experiment. We'll see if it works. That little bucket is some black-eyed Susans. That is a moringa tree. I'm super excited. We read the other day that it can get over like 18 feet in less than 6 months. So you just chop it off where you want it to stop. But it's a superfood. It can grow, and we'll have to take it in the wintertime, but it can grow in our climate. Borage. I just made this like more artsy than I usually do. These are going to be some of my teddy bear sunflowers, which I love sunflowers, but they're like a dwarf, like full cotton ball kind of sunflower looking. I'm very interested. This is a lot of flowers in the hay part. This is chia. Oh, and we have quinoa over in that little corner. And I don't have anything in there. We did just plant our sweet potatoes in here too. This will help give it a little bit more heat. So we'll see. I'm just gonna see. I don't know if these blueberries are getting enough water. I don't know if they are. Oh, no way. My daughter's been eating all the strawberries. Oh, guys, before they are ready. And so I haven't gotten any strawberries yet. First strawberry, and so good. I see a couple more too. Oh my goodness. I might keep this a secret as long as I can. Oh my goodness. Look at those. Oh my goodness. I bet there's a few more. We sometimes have problems with these little, we call them spider bugs. Oopsie. Eating the strawberries. I'm just pulling out some of these. I need to get in front of here and pull out these weeds that are in front of the bees. Oh, look at this. Our first actual strawberry harvest. I think my daughter has been eating them. I mean, she's eaten a few when they are green. Okay. My beets looking super sad. I probably need to water them again. Yeah. Okay, this is my life where I just look around for a bucket that's nearby, and this water looks disgusting already. Oh man, look at that. I don't think that's a beet. I think that's something else. Like cauliflower maybe or something? Weird. Okay. I thought some of them were looking green. Like more green than red, like a beet red. And so I was wondering, but that shape, that base does look a little bit different. Yikes. I just need to get some water on these so they don't. And my carrots, okay, I transplanted this the other day. My walnut tree that the squirrels planted for me. So the other one that was in here was dead. So I just went ahead and pulled it up. I'm gonna water these flowers and carrots on over here. Look at those. Look, those are zinnias. It's gonna be so beautiful. I just love these little metal buckets too. The guys at the recycling center we live really near saved these for me. Also, if you're noticing, this bucket does in fact have holes in the bottom. So this is quite an interesting adventure here. Okay, one more bucket. Those are going to be a lot of mystery flowers. I think I already told you that. Alright, we're going to call it good for now. Okay, what else was I showing you? These are actual real onions. My daughter has cut some, being... Look, oh, these are the asparagus. Which this is the first year, so you just let them go. These are my beans. These are the only beans that are looking any successful at all. Okay, I'm not going to let you see my big mess in front of the door because I just cleaned the basement. I was going to say that the basement is like the most true, like, me because it has, like, every part of me that I love, I feel like. Out of all the rooms in the house, like, it's a little crazy and chaotic, but I love it so much. I have like all my homeschooling stuff, a bunch of outdoor stuff, and all of our tools and like working stuff. Deep freezer, like this is some of our spaghetti squash from last year. Our egg harvest, we have garlic sprouting down there. The fodder, the bee stuff. I actually need to clean this up real bad. I was showing you something down here. Okay, so this is going to turn into, these lights can adjust, and they're going to come down on a tray right here. And we are going to start some more, like, succession sowing, maybe some beets, and we'll see. So I love carrots. Like, I really am determined to grow carrots this year, so we'll see. And then this is just more like food storage, all our tools, water storage, I love this. This is one of our little like potato or onion vegetable things. But anyways, I think I was just showing you that that spot where we'll do starts indoors. So okay, that was a little bit more than I thought I had to share tonight. So yeah, live empowered, enjoy the season. I know there's been a few things for me overwhelming recently, and like the pests in the garden, and feeling discouraged by that because I'm like, it's not even time for pests yet. But with the spring garden, the pests are coming after the spring crops, so it's time to transition. But the summer garden is coming, and yeah, live empowered, and thanks for hanging out.